This channel does not promote or promotion any illegal activities. All content provided by this channel is meant only for educational purpose only.
Looking at my fiance's location history and found out that she has been cheating on me. Obligatory. This happened 2 days ago. I had been together with my girlfriend for almost 4 years. I proposed to her about a month ago. She said yes, and we were incredibly happy. Or so I thought. About 3 weeks after our proposal, I noticed she starts acting different. Not having sex with me, looking away, down when we kiss. She had also been spending way too much time, at least 4 days of MF each week, with her coworkers drinking beer after work, driving home drunk, and often pretty late. I went to a few of these gatherings but didn't really enjoy getting slammed on a Monday night when I have work the next day, so I often opted out. We would also share our Google location with each other at all times. Mostly because she traveled to sketchy places for work, and I would regularly go on trails, so it helped each of us know the other was safe. I looked at her location one day and it was turned off. I texted her about it and she said that she kept receiving notifications about it, so she had turned it off. Hadn't been a problem for the past year. She turned it back on, and it was off again the next day. She also had 2 phones, a personal and a work phone, which she would keep both with her at all times. I only had the location for the personal phone. Eventually she stopped using her personal phone and only used the work phone. 2 days ago, about a month after the proposal, I decided to snoop because my suspicion was at its highest, and I just wanted to put it to rest. I used her computer to log into her Gmail account and looked at her timeline. She had been going to an address across town about 10 times in the past 2 weeks. I called her immediately because she said she was at the office finishing up some work that was due the next day. She said she was at work, but leaving to go to the grocery store, which she then did. I waited until she got home and confronted her about it. She said she had been meeting a guy from work just to talk and hang out, but she didn't want to tell me because she thought I would get mad. Turns out, she met him for the first time about 2 days after the proposal, and started seeing him at his house within that week. I kept prying, asking her more questions. She told me they had only kissed twice, then it turned into they had made out, and she denied every accusation of sleeping with him every time I asked. The next day when I got home from work, I asked to see her phone to read the messages between the 2 of them. She said she deleted them. So I said I wanted to look at it anyways, just to be sure. I started recovering the data from the last backup. She sat down beside me while I was doing it, and asked what I was doing. I told her, and the look of panic in her face was real. So she starts talking about feelings and all this other crap while the phone is recovering. I asked her one last time, before I look at this, is there anything you want to tell me? She was silent. I asked flat out, did you sleep with him? And she said yes. Turns out that she met with him almost every day, starting about 8 days after the proposal, and had sex with him most of those. Funny enough, the data recovery didn't even work. So that's a win, I guess. Planning on moving my stuff out later this week to a new place. Haven't told her yet. Still can't believe she started cheating on me less than 2 weeks after she said yes to my proposal. And even more so with someone she met a few days after the proposal. Feels shitty, but I'm keeping my head up. Looking at my fiance's location history and found out she started sleeping with another guy less than 2 weeks after she said yes to my proposal. It has been 1 month since the proposal now. I have officially branded myself as the biggest perv, and I 100% deserve it. This is his current ex-wife. Did he not realize, or was he just too dumb to remember that we shared everything, including the same Reddit app? After I log in, I see that this one-time account is the default login account. To protect my family, I deleted my entire personal story and changed the password for this account. Though it may be too late and already circulating online. I read the comments and was absolutely disgusted by most of the replies implying sexual harassment against the 2 of us last night. What my sister said, he tried it in the middle of the night, and this guy actually lives in another world. I'm posting this just to reassure anyone who thinks he got away with it. These scumbags don't. Yesterday I went home with my sister to pack our luggage. I saw his update saying I looked fine, but I left that until the next morning. We slept in the living room because I didn't want him to see the bag I put in the corner of the bedroom, and he came home suddenly before I packed it. It's not fun camping or picnic. This morning, before he woke up, we grabbed what was left of me and left. I went to the bank and froze our joint account before he irresponsibly started withdrawing cash. I will never see him again, go to a lawyer, give all this money to what I think is a reasonable comment, and divorce him. Oh, if you can read this, I removed the stalking app winking face. My lawyer will call you to release your share and take steps to unlink any other stalking apps you may have, cancel. His life is ruined. My 20F girlfriend of 2 years told me the music that I, 25M, play during sex is weird and a major turn off. A little backstory. When I first started having sex, I researched how to get better because I was kind of stiff and barely knew what I was doing. I read online that you can play music and adjust the tempo for better performance. I searched for some sex songs and slowly started to create a playlist that I thought would fit the beat. I have a few songs on my playlist. However, there is one particular song that happens to be my favorite, which my girlfriend hates and says is very excited about it. I don't understand why it took her 2 years to tell me she hated the song. It's a love song with a good beat. I feel like I screwed up. I could have asked her beforehand if she liked the playlist or any songs she wanted to change. But after playing it for 2 years, thinking our sex life was great, only to be ruined by my music in their eyes, it made the whole situation awkward, and I was kind of annoyed. I pretty much played this tune every single time, so the amount of times she must have not been enjoying it, when I thought the complete opposite is annoying but also embarrassing in ways. Not to mention my previous partners, however, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her? It's fucked up the relationship TBH because sex feels awkward now. The other day we were having sex with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head. She recognized this and asked me to stop. I thought this song was perfect and I always thrust along with the tune and feel it gives me the perfect rhythm for doing the deed to. I usually bust to this song and find it devastating. She hates the song. She hates my love making tunes and didn't tell me for over 2 years, making sex now awkward. Showing my family a short video of me fingering my girlfriend. This happened about 45 minutes ago. So, anyone that has an Apple device may have noticed they do these memory videos for 2020. Anyways, I had just discovered this feature and was watching it with my girlfriend. Slowly, other immediate family members joined around us after having heard the chill music played along the montage. We saw some cute pictures of our pets, museums visits pre-COVID, my GF and I spotting deer, us decorating our new apartment, time spent at my mom's house, visits to forest preserves, and other no-contact activities we did this summer and fall. Then it happened. About 3 minutes into the montage, it shifted from a picture to a short clip of me sliding 2 fingers into my girlfriend's vagina. Time froze. Someone said, "Oh my," in the tone of an antebellum-age Southern lady, and I whipped my phone down. People walked away, but a proverbial fly on the wall would have collided with the amount tensions in the air, which would require more than a knife to cut. I'm now home laying in bed typing this and thinking about how 30 years from now, this is going to be one of those embarrassing memories that keep me up at night. Watch the Apple Memories of 2020 videos by yourself first. Person 1. My cousin accidentally posted himself jerking off on Facebook. Apparently he meant to share with a long-distance fling he had, but he did post an apology for anyone who saw that, and that his phone is fucked up, lol. Several family members including my grandmother saw this. The funniest thing is the notification to your phone. Steven is live on Facebook. Person 2. Just commented on the post above you with a similar situation. I met a girl on a night out about 10 years ago. For some godforsaken reason at 2 a.m. I decided I'd add her on FB right there and then. I kept telling her I couldn't find her on there, even showing her. Turns out I was typing her name and hitting enter on my status, rather than the search bar. Hungover the next day deleting about 15 posts which were just her name, with my mates ripping the piss out of me in the comments. I kept one of the posts on for old time's sake.